What's your rule for when to take things to the floor in a match and how long to stay there?
Oh, wow. There's no hard or soft rule. But no, that's not true. There is. Depending on where you're at on the card, traditionally, the school of thought is that each match should build up to the main event. And through the years, I think I've kind of gotten away from that a little bit, because everybody wants to go out there and have the follow that match. And as a professional, you should always want to go out there and put on your best match. But if the very first match is crashing through tables and diving over the top to the floor, then, what are they going to do in the main event, So it's supposed to build up to a main event. So, a lot of the time, the booker or the person in charge will dictate the lower card matches should stay in the ring. And generally speaking, unless there's a specific spot in the match where somebody is taking a bump to the floor, getting thrown out over the top rope or something, usually, you get right back in because there's a count going on, generally a 10 count. And if you're outside of the ring for 10 seconds, you lose. So the simple question is 9 seconds, get your ass back in the ring or you lose. But then there's also you also have the other part where if you have like a hardcore match or if you have a triple threat match where, the rules don't really apply, then you're allowed to stay on the floor for a while. Sometimes, I like having fun, especially on smaller indie shows where, especially if it's a smaller indie show and, I'm the name on the card or something like that, then I like to have fun and fight outside the ring and fight through the crowd a little bit, because it's just exciting and it's fun. Right. People get to be up close and personal. But usually when you do that, professionally speaking, you should check to make sure that nobody else is doing that. Because if everybody's going out and fighting on the floor, then, what are you doing, And how long should you be out there? Not terribly long. I mean, everyone's looking at the ring is the center focus. So most of your match should take place in the ring. I remember years ago when I was coming up on the South Florida indie scene, Dave Johnson, rest in power, taught me. And he was taught by the devil himself, Kevin Sullivan. Kevin Sullivan was brilliant because he was, in his late 50s, early 60s, still getting booked on shows. And he would show up, the match would start in the ring, they'd fight out to the floor, knock a bunch of chairs around, toss some garbage cans around, absolute chaos, fight back into the ring, there's a finish, 1, 2, 3. You think you just saw an amazing match, you saw a whole lot of nothing. Smoke and mirrors, It looked like just a tornado came through, it was chaos. Oh my God, that was the most amazing thing I've ever seen. No, Kevin was a master at making you think you saw something. And Dave Johnson learned that from Kevin, and they both actually taught me that. And it's just that's fun. But generally speaking, the short answer is 9 seconds outside the ring to beat the count and get back in. Unless it's a special rules match, then fighting outside the ring on the floor, when they do big dives, big spots with multiple people, it's exciting and it's enjoyable. But everybody can't do it, or that takes away from the impact of the one match. Should be one match that does it. It's like